It was late in the day and I was high on this dangerous mountain ridge in New Zealand when my longtime climbing buddy called out to me to change my climbing style so we could move faster. Now everything in my entire body screamed at me saying, "No, don't change." And much to his frustration, I continued as I was climbing. And it was only a few minutes later when I heard him scream, "Grant!" And I looked up to see the most terrifying sight of him falling headfirst, completely out of control, off the ridge. It was only due to the fact that we were roped together and I had not changed my climbing style that I was able to stop his fall before he fell off the mountain to his certain death, pulling me with him. Now, I had just made the biggest decision in my life, and I had used my System 1 thinking, which is my intuition. So, does this mean I should always rely on my intuition in every situation? Well, the answer is a most definite no. I cannot always rely on my intuition because for all of its strengths, sometimes my intuition will lead me terribly astray. So what decision-making systems should we use, when and where? Well, I want to share the 4 main systems that we all use on a daily basis, whether we are consciously aware of this or not. And the first system is what I call guessing. This is basically gambling, like flipping a coin. We apply no critical thought to the decision-making process. Now, people may use this system of guessing if they have absolutely no idea of what to do. Or perhaps they have absolutely no expertise, no knowledge, or no information or experience in a subject area. Or maybe they're just lazy and incompetent decision makers. Well, we're not going to spend any more time on this system because you can't improve it and you can't rely on it to make consistent, effective decisions. The second system is our System 1 thinking. Now, this is our intuition, and our intuition runs automatically and without any effort. Our intuition is a pattern matching machine. It is constantly scanning our environment and searching for experiences from memory which most closely match our current situation. It then automatically applies that past experience to our current situation to make a decision. These past experiences create rules of thumb called heuristics. And unfortunately, our intuition does a very bad job of estimating the confidence level of our decisions. Most of our intuitive decisions generally give us that very strong feeling that we are right. But even though intuition generally gets better and more accurate the more experienced we become, we should be very careful trusting it when we're confronted with decisions outside our area of experience or expertise. It can also get us into trouble when we need to think creatively and strategically, as this often requires us to break patterns rather than follow patterns. The third system is what we call our System 2 thinking. This involves activating the area of our brain known as our prefrontal cortex, which is where our rational and conscious thinking occurs. When we engage our System 2, we are doing what is known as critical thinking. Now, unlike our System 1 intuitive thinking, System 2 does not run automatically. It actually takes physical effort to activate it, where the brain needs more oxygen and glucose. It works much slower than System 1, but this is where our rational thinking occurs, and we have a much better chance of making rational decisions, weighing up different options, and assessing a situation critically when we engage our System 2 thinking. However, this system is also prone to errors that we call cognitive biases. The fourth system is team decision making, getting others involved in the decision-making process. This system is generally significantly slower than the other systems, as first of all, we need to coordinate other people's time. However, it allows us to leverage cognitive diversity in our teams. which are differing viewpoints, differing experiences, and thinking styles. And this can really help to significantly eliminate bias and increase creativity. Team decision making also helps motivate people to feel ownership and engagement over decisions. However, an over-reliance on team decision making will reduce our ability to be agile and responsive. And having the wrong people in the team will negatively affect the decision-making process. And working in teams, people can often be inclined to take more riskier decisions than they would as individuals. We will be focusing on how you can improve your team decision-making effectiveness in future videos.